just do a draw to first shot single hand. That is Glock 19 Filster Enigma, so deep carry. It's a 19 507 comp TLR 7, and that is a 118 draw. Guys, it's been quite a few years since I've gone down this rabbit hole of small guns and deep carry, and I've learned a lot in the time. I've changed my mind on a lot in that time, and I'm still evolving the techniques that I like the best for the way that I carry. I put a strong emphasis on being able to be mobile and agile, to have unrestricted movement, and that goes for carry as well. Like, I need to be able to reach high and jump over stuff, run without worry that my gun is going to show in public. If I have something like this extra medium hoodie that rides up, that's stuff that happens every day. I'm still big on that, so I'm still very focused on concealment and working with a gun that is truly concealed. I think it's absolutely awesome when you see performance-based shooters out on the range ripping like 0.7, 0.8 draws from concealment. But I think there is a big difference between a shirt thrown over a gun with the outline very visible and true concealment like what I have right now, where I can take my shirt off and shoot, and until my hand goes to the gun, you really don't know that it's there. So I have said for a long time that the 365 series is kind of the sweet spot for carry. The better that I got at working with the carry gear available, specifically with the Enigma platform is a game changer. Working with that, I got better at it and was able to gradually carry more guns. So I was able to go from very deeply concealing a 365, full mobility, full range of motion, athleticism, to a 365X with the longer mag. I actually learned there that in that jump, the longer magazine, the longer grip, actually let that carry a little bit better. When we have short grip pistols, right, the tendency is that bulge gets very centered and it draws the eye more. And from there I learned, well, okay, I can carry the 365X. I worked with the XL, and I have a limited amount of time, but a little bit, with the X Macro now. Just a reminder though, even the X Macro is smaller, in my opinion, is smaller on the body, smaller in the hand than the Glock 43X. Now, I made a switch to these small guns, and I was looking for the smallest guns possible, but I also learned some lessons that going to a smaller gun doesn't always get you more concealment. So the sweet spot with the 365X, 365XL, I learned there after carrying that and playing around with some true pocket micro guns carried, adapted kind of wonkily to the Enigma. I learned that even though I could take something like an LCP2 and get a holster for it and put it on the Enigma, that I wasn't really getting any added concealment or mobility benefits, because the market isn't making holsters that are any smaller than the holsters like for the 365. So while that little LCP is nice and small when it is naked, and it is very small and difficult to manage in the hand, when I put it on the belt in a quality holster, that holster has so much kydex and bulk on it that it feels exactly like a 365X or XL on the waist. So the minimum size there really is that 365. I think that between the 365 and the 365X, there is no gain whatsoever if we're talking about a deep carried rig. So you might as well go with the 365X. If you are a very small individual with a shallow pelvis, so A lot of women here, women's fashion, it's tight-fitting jeans. Maybe the 365X is a better choice than the XL because the depth of that holster keeps it from bulging out, you know, near the crotch of those pants a little bit more, less gun dick. Yeah, but I think for most dudes, the XL is doable. I'm an average size guy, 5'10", 34 waist, and that is with a gun deeply concealed on, so I could probably squeeze into 32s if I'm not carrying. That's the sweet spot. I get a lot of questions, though, from you guys who are not willing to sacrifice the performance that you get with a larger gun. Can you deep carry a duty-sized gun? Something like a Glock 17 or a Glock 34 on my frame, can I do it? Yeah, I can do it, and I can take the photos while I stand perfectly still and suck gut in and tilt my pelvis unnaturally, and I can make it disappear, but I'm defeating the purpose of the whole concept of why I like deep carry. I am losing mobility, and I'm losing athleticism because I'm adding all this bulk, which makes lots of pinchy points. Specifically, what I'm talking about is if I go to squat on a deeper depth holster, what always happens is I pinch the fat of the inside of my thigh. A lot of you guys obsess over, like, where does my junk go? Or I must not have it if I can do this. No, that's not true. And those larger guns, I can get pinched with the longer, like the deeper seating guns, longer muzzles. Yeah, I get that with like a 17 or a 34 size gun. But the reality is, guys, like the whole size thing, let's be real. If you're small enough to have all of your stuff fit in the little pouch up front, you're fine. I need to route down the right personally, so things are going to the right, and even with a duty size gun with a light and an optic, which I'm carrying right now, I can still route things down the right and touch my toes with my legs locked, and I can still get a nice ass to grass squat. So if you're looking for a larger gun, I think the most popular gun out there for a long time before the 365 was the Glock 19, and that's what I'm carrying right here, guys. This is a Glock 19 507 comp, the biggest optic I could find on there. TLR 7, still in a Filster Enigma, deep carried. Still got my full range of motion. Now, does the 365X that I am used to running, that I've been running exclusively for the last 5 years, does that carry a little more slim and a little more comfortably on me? Yeah. Can I be more athletic with that gun on? Yeah, a little bit. What I'd say is, like, my 40 times aren't going to go down when I go to the 19 from the 365, but I am going to be more at risk of, like, minor discomfort of little pinches. So I still got full fight mobility. I've still got great concealment that, you know, if I'm in some altercation that is not gun worthy, drunk dad at a baseball game trying to put hands on my kid, the shoving match, the whole like bravado, you know, grab and little wrestling stuff, that happens far more than gunfights, guys. I'm able to carry something like this and have my shirt ripped up and be jostled around and not have a gun shown to the public. That's a big deal. So I've got this gun on. I've got a popper at 7 yards. Let's shoot this duty size gun from deep carry and just show you a little bit of time and performance. Bill drill there, and that is a 235. That's a 139 to first shot. I know we can shave some time off of that. So I'll step it up just a little bit. That's a 197 with a 112 first shot. That is a 105, so you guys can see I'm not scamming you. And that's a 102. So when I do my job, absolutely I can get in the 1 second-ish range with draw to first shot there. And you know, guys, it's still a deep carry. If I wanted to enhance performance a little bit, I can always bring the pants down just a little bit, just with a tug. If I need to go into a less permissive environment, so even right here, guys, I just want to highlight this. With the shirt thrown over this gun, there's far less printing on this gun, even when I have it just barely peeking above the waistband. Far less printing than I can do with any traditional appendix or strong side inside the waistband carry. So even there above the waistband, yeah. But if I'm going into a truly non-permissive environment, I can do the little trick, boop, just tuck it. I can do that through the shirts, through a sweatshirt or just a t-shirt. I can expose that for a quick draw, or I can have it completely buried for the performance that I just saw there. There it is, guys. Classes are posted on the website. Imperceptible Handgun. I've got dates in a few places around the nation. Colorado, New Mexico. Going out to Texas to do a block on this at TACCon pretty soon. And if you have a range you want to host me, get at me. The website has my contact details. I'd be happy to come out your way. Guys, thanks for watching. Keep training, stay safe.